woman called Haribo's granddad used to look up at the sky. Her husband was a cloud and he could pee on everyone. And when we got our tickets off him, if we were lucky, he'd pee all over the school. The inspector was dead in my tank top, beaten black and blue by the psychopaths. There weren't going to be any more pink clouds until I heard the front door open with Haribo's granddad coming in. She said he wasn't going to intervene. He was going to respect my wish to be a fish. I became the Michael Rosen fish. Can I pee in your tea? Let me do it. Here goes, I said. Then the bus came down the chimney and said, more people in Britain today, are you born? So we didn't know what to do. And some of us figured out what you had to do was sniff until you can see a bag of lunch. I'm going to win. And then suddenly, the commander says, right, you two, 100 information. When we were in this castle with my brother, this bloke turned into my mum. Then she said I was beaten by the robot. The door handle made a baby with a little paper umbrella. I had to read it. And I had this really long scythe, so I pooped onto my plate. I stopped getting invited to dinner parties. I wonder if I can hypnotise people so everyone will lick my pizza. The devil says, I want some crisps. The new teacher said, we know that, you fucking clown. I've got 10 of them. Do you want one? When we get horny, do we fuck the ducks? Do we run around naked? Mum said yes, so we took off our clothes. They were all gone. Could be trouble. Anyway, then it was Christmas Eve. Father Christmas came down the chimney and he looks at us all fed up and he says, would you believe it? I can see bare people. There weren't going to be any more PlayStations. And he gave me and my brother a sock each to wear over our little dicks. We used to meet. There weren't going to be any more wankies. As Father Christmas for me, my brother said, why don't we buy some goat? We could start a farm. It would be great. Yeah, I said, it would be goat. I never did eat that tomato. Fuck you. I said, well, don't eat your tomato, then there'll be no after party. We spoke to jam in your sandwiches, Mervyn of Hackney. Yeah, I like jam in my sandwiches. I've got a shed full of them. I'm very glad you've got a shed full of them, Mervyn, but what's it got to do with slides in your hour? So everyone said, shh, and we waited. A moment's peace. No noise at all. Nice. Right, here's me, and my mum's just given me a cucumber. And if there's one thing I can't stand, it's Tom and Jerry beating me up. Anyway, there's an old saying, and it went like, once you get robbed by Michael Rosen, you never see your money ever again. And I said, I'm sorry. Later that day, a boy said, I'm really mad at Father Christmas. I said, why is that? He said, because he gave me and my brother a sister. They say I'm now telling jokes. That's very nice. They were very funny. Then I hear some people all over the fucking car. This is Sparta. I mean madness. So now I get some Dutch words. You know, Holland. What do they grow in Holland? And I put my hand into my pants in case I went to prison. I want pushing. Once I went to the fridge and it's full of babies. I went to the beach and it's full of babies. I flip you over my shoulder and shit on you. Come on. Cook me. And I said, you're just a slut. If you need plump lips, you can get an injection. Here's a tent in the park, a terrifying tent in the park, and it's past the park and it's parked, and we made windows in my eyes. Not spyware. Once a boy called Punjabi came to school and said, I can hack people. Miss Goodall looked awestruck. Haribo was sitting in front of me and I saw him diving into the shadows. We never saw him again. Punjabi said, what does your mother say about this? Claire said, do you want an apple? No, I want a lynx. Right, Claire. Shut your eyes so I can stab you, cunt. Look at that. I look up too. And there's Haribo's granddad floating across that sky. He was a nice woman, Haribo's granddad. He had a schlong the size of the moon. Giraffes used to piss on him for fun. Mind you, I pissed on him too. I said, I want a wee. So he goes, well, he can't now. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't think I care. It was then I pissed on him really hard and fast. Warms your nose up, that does. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Captain Plums.